I'm a rising junior at Trinity School, and yeah, what I made was a gesture-controlled robot. And so the reason I got drawn to this project was I don't have a ton of experience in engineering, so I was kind of choosing by look. And so what drew me was the gesture-controlled aspect. I've always sort of loved that like Iron Man-y sort of concept where you can just wave your hand and something cool happens. And so this sort of reminded me of that, so that's what I went to. So this is how it works. Over here on the glove, there are flex sensors on the fingers, just like Daniel had. And what they do is instead of talking to servos in a 3D printed hand, they talk to servos here in the claw and in these two motors here on the sides. And so what should happen here is I can bend this flex sensor and it'll turn. Bend this one, it'll go a different way. Another way this works is with a few changes, it can also work the claw. And so here, should hypothetically work the claw. And so the way I did this is when I had the claw working, these flex sensors here would map values on how far they were bent to the claw over here. So these flex sensors were mapped 0 to 100. And so over here they would be mapped in degrees 30 to 90, so I could control exactly where the claw was. And the same sort of thing happened here with the motors. I could for the flex sensors, if this one's past 70, then I want these motors to turn. One of my greatest challenges was getting the claw working, apparently. But one of the other issues I had was making it wireless. I originally worked with XBs, and after struggling with that for a couple weeks and never getting it to work, I switched to NRFs, which is here on the front and on the glove here on the side. And you know what was great about working on this for the last couple of weeks was, even though I don't have a ton of engineering experience, I got to work on this project that was really challenging and also really fun. I got to problem solve and just work on something that I didn't really know that I loved yet, but grew to love through working with it. Yeah, so that's what I've done.
Is there any particular gesture you pick to do any particular thing, or is it just as easy as?
So I actually fiddled with a few things. So especially for the claw, one way to make it work is say the flex sensor. If it's past a certain value, I want the servo to move. And the issue I had, the little personal issue I had with that is it doesn't give you quite as much control over where the servo is. And so I chose instead to have a mapped value, so then you have a lot of control in real time, and so I just preferred that. Suraj?
What pushed you to learn about this engineering concept?
So what I wanted to learn coming in was software. That's what that's the reason I came. That's what I was interested in. And that's partially how I chose this project, was by narrowing down the field to software. But really, it was chosen just because of the look. I didn't really know what I was looking for, so I chose based on the picture. Mom?
So is there a real-world application if this worked, if the claw worked? Is there something that down the road you think you could actually do for people?
Yeah, sure. You can use the same concepts to do different things. This particular robot could help a lazy person grab a beer while they're
right.